Hey everybody, and welcome to a very special Week 10 Survivor show with myself and Comedy Jonah. We have so much to talk to you about on this weekly recap show, but first, let me remind you guys, if you've missed any of our previous shows back, you can check them out over on our website, yourrealityrecaps.com/survivors, where all of these Survivor shows are for this season and all of the seasons that we've covered of Survivors, all on our Survivor page, so check that out over there. Now, you guys are watching this in the future, but you could have been watching it live over on TV Co, so make sure you head over to yourrealityrecaps.com/tvco when we are live. Download the app in your favorite app store. It lets you hang out and chat in the chat room with us while we're live. We play a draft game at the end of this show where we ask questions like who's going to be evicted and stuff like that, and people would cash hundreds of dollars we have already given away, but it's only during the live show, so make sure that you are following us in the TV Co app or watching us live when we do the show so that you can play in our draft game. Of course, if you want to help support our shows, consider becoming a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. Patrons get access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, weekly shows just for patrons, and it's a really great way to help support our shows. Of course, you can always do a one-time donation over at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. That is super helpful too, and don't forget, next week is Black Friday, so if you guys have any Amazon shopping to do, please use our link to start your shopping, yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon. You don't pay any more, we get a little bit back, and it is such a great way to help support. Without your guys' financial support, we could not keep these shows going, so we really, really appreciate it, especially during this most wonderful, joyous time of the year. It also is a great free way to help support our shows if you make sure to thumbs up and subscribe on YouTube, hit the bell, leave a comment below, give us a 5-star rating or a nice rating and a review in whatever podcast app you are listening to our show in. Share the word. When you're doing your holiday shopping, if you're in a store that has a computer, pull our website up on the computer, leave it there, play my show. Don't you want my voice to be heard in stores while you're holiday shopping? Tell your friends you're gonna be at, dinners with your family for the holidays. Install our stuff on their apps. Just spread the word wherever you can. It really is a great free way to support us. I wish that views and likes and shares and following on social media didn't matter, but it does, and we need your support to make it happen. That being said, I need support to make this show happen, so of course, I need to bring in my co-hostess with the mostest. It's Comedy Jonah.
Hello, everybody.
Now, I thought we talked about this. Are those the old AirPods, or are they the new AirPods? Because you're gay and you're supposed to be up to date with fashion.
They're the affordable AirPods, so they're the older ones.
I'm still jealous that you can fit those in your ear. I don't understand. What are you drinking?
I am drinking an espresso.
Now, is that from one of those fancy machines that cost more than AirPods?
Yes.
Exactly. See where you're valuing your money going. I want to let everybody know, I was waiting until John was here with me. I want to let everybody know, since you guys are watching live in the app right now, click those 3 little buttons up top and share the show. Let everybody know that we're live. And if you don't know how to, click the 3 buttons and let people know that we're live, feel free to just tweet it on Twitter. Reality Recaps is live. The link's on his Twitter. Or post it in Facebook. Call your grandma and be like, Grandma, Comedy Jonah and Erica on TV Co live right now.
We're right here, right now.
I technically have this show playing for my dad in the hospital. So, hi, Dad. This is that mean guy I was telling you about. So make sure that you guys go ahead and share the show, because John and I have lots to talk about from last night's episode. Now, I was debating if we were going to have enough time to get into this. I don't know that I really want to get into this part, John, because it's like the little bit left over from last week. But I feel like it's our job as commentators to comment. So we played the Aaron video last week. I just wanted to quickly update people who might have missed it that Missy also put out an official statement, John. Missy said, I would like to thank Kelly and Janet for being so courageous, leading by example. I became so caught up in gameplay that I did not handle it with the care that it deserved. And due to the nature of Survivor, I was viewing, the game through a small scope and a lens. I did not have all the information on the subject, and I made a game move, and that was unjust. To Kelly and Janet, I want to truly apologize. To all women, I genuinely apologize for my actions. This is a life-changing learning moment for me. Sexual assault is never to be taken lightly, and I would like to apologize to any of the viewers that might have been victimized. I do not take this issue lightly. I have done a lot of reflecting since the game and understand and accept the consequences of my lapse in judgment. XOXO, hugs and kisses. Love, Missy. So that was
Now you
Missy's.
added that XOXO love and kisses, which
sure.
she didn't say on it.
No.
So, you're making fun of it because it's comedy as well.
Yeah.
I accept her apology. I accept it. I absolutely thought it was well worded. I accept it. I'm waiting for Elizabeth.
Oh, it's funny that you say that. Here's Elizabeth. So now Elizabeth decided to write a novel. Elizabeth decided to literally write this novel. Basically, the Cliff Note versions are, obviously I was sick to my stomach watching the episode, seeing how much pain you were in, Kelly. I apologize for how I acted. It's just a lot. It basically goes on, watch, ready? On and on and on and on. There's just so much. Here's the point. If you want to read Elizabeth's, you can check it out on her Twitter. It's EBEISEL 34 is her Twitter. I mean, in all honesty, she's basically saying the same exact thing that Aaron said and the same exact thing that Missy said. It's almost as if PR said to them, here are the bullet points you need to hit. Apologize to women, apologize to people who have been victimized, explain that you were playing a game and didn't see the whole scope, and that you feel horrible and you're growing as a person. It was like their two little things are so similar, except just Elizabeth expanded on it more. But it just really seems like PR told them what to say, if I'm being honest.
There was probably a conference call, right?
Right.
Where it's okay, this is the points you need to touch on. But they were the right points. And after seeing last night's episode, I really genuinely think, Missy's is really pretty genuine. I like her a lot better now than I have in the last few episodes.
Oh, well, we will get there and we will talk about it. I still not a Missy fan, never cared. But let's start now with last night's episode and Lamawakawaku tribe, the Lamawakawawo tribe. Not even Jeff will say it. Jeff is going out of his way this episode to create ways to say the old tribe names. He's like, you're going to go to the old Lyro Beach. You're going to go to the old Valero. Nobody will say Lumuwaku correctly this season, so I don't know how you say it.
I don't. I just learned the other two.
Yeah, well. So we start off the episode where we're finding out that Janet is not a quitter, John. Janet is not going to quit this game. She's going to do it for her family and her friends, and she's not a quitter.
And I'm glad she's not a quitter. I felt so bad for her. Her spirit was crushed. She tried to do the right thing and just ran over by the bus, the boat, the island, everybody. So I was so good. I was so nice to see her kind of go through that and just be like, you know what, I'm not a quitter, and I don't want anybody I know, anybody that works for me, to see that I'm a quitter. And so, yay, go Supermom.
I'm going to quote, I believe it was Cynthia from The Real Housewives of Atlanta, who somebody said, Somebody said, Nene loves to throw people under the bus. And Cynthia said, Nene is the bus. And I want to say to your comment, John, Janet is the bus. No one's throwing Janet under the bus. Janet is the bus.
Thrown under the bus,
Please.
She tried to do the right thing, stick up for everybody. I think her problem was she took Kelly really too literal in some senses, not as far as the actual allegation, but all the other girls think this too when she hadn't talked to the other girls. And I don't think she's going to make this mistake again.
Well, we'll see what happens with our Janet. And I have to say, I'm not faulting Janet for obviously sticking up for the women in the tribe. Obviously, John and I discussed all of that at length last week on a very serious episode. You guys can watch that back. But I meant more specifically, I just really haven't been this big Janet fan this season. Like, I don't really see any spectacular gameplay on her. And I still haven't forgotten her comment that all strong women need a strong man behind them.
Oh,
Yes, that was the week that was the week you were not here. Yes, she said that. Okay. Strong woman unit. Okay,
well, now she's old school, but I think as someone who's closer to her age than you are, I think you start to appreciate her.
Exactly. Now, John, I'm gonna have a feeling that the next scene is probably both of our favorites of the entire episode. We then cut to, okay, so we've gotten rid of Janet, she's calm now. We cut to everyone's sleeping. Everyone's in their beds. It's like lullaby and good night. And then all of a sudden Karishma's like, there's a rat on my face! There's a rat! Oh my God, there's a rat on my face! Rats! There was no rat on your face.
It touched my mouth! Oh!
She was like, it literally went in my mouth, set up a camp, a little cheese spread, a picnic, a mouse picnic on my tongue, and I can't handle it.
I would have taken a bite out of it. I'm starving. I would have just started eating it. Throw me a little rice with my rat.
I'm just like, what are you talking about, Karishma? There is no way the rat didn't go on your face. We watched the rat.
I love how we started out with the rat too. Here's what I don't understand. I get it. People are scared of rats. People are scared of spiders, snakes, or whatever. It's now 27 days you've been living with these creatures outdoors. Don't you kind of get used to it? Build a kind of tolerance, there's a rat. You know what I mean? I don't understand why it was just so and waking everybody up and disturbing them when you're already at the bottom, and now you're just adding another thing for them to be like, oh yeah, and did you try to sleep next to her because she's awful, and
she's
loud.
Friends with the rats.
So she's a rat, and she's the queen of the rat.
I would not be surprised if she was not like, Ratatouille, can you make me soup? When I watched the Ratatouille with my children, I saw that rats are able to make soups, and I was hoping you could make me a soup, little rat friend.
Little friend, little chef.
A little ratty boy. So I was just like, oh my God. And then I love how she's like, sorry. Then she's like, apologizing, and she's like, sorry, I got upset. Sorry for the rat on my face. Sorry.
Oh God, everybody, I'm so sorry. I got upset. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
So sorry, there's rats everywhere. There's rats all around. I can't do
sorry,
it.
I can't kiss you because I got rat lip. I got rat juice on my lips. I can't give hugs or kisses.
I love a rat lip. It should be the new shade. If I was going to create a Survivor line.
If it would have been her, it could have puffed it up a little bit and she could have had a more fuller lip, for tribal council.
Yeah, I would have loved it. I feel like, cosmetic lines and all that cosmetic stuff now is all the rage. I feel like we need a palette for Survivor Island, and one of them I think should be called Rat Lip.
I would just be looking for stingers and a little bit of poison and just put it on my face to smooth out the wrinkles and just deaden my nerves.
Right.
Yeah, look good on camera. You're gonna show.
Miss Jenny Talley said if the rat bit her, she would have seen bone. Yeah, well, probably. Sorry, she didn't bite the rat.
That's a good one.
It's like I wanna eat your bone. So now we jump into this montage of raining, which I'm like, what's with this? Like, why are we looking at shots of rain? There was like 30 seconds of like nothing happening other than just like shots of rain. Then it's like the next morning, sun and rainbows, and it looked like everyone had an orgy. Everybody had like sand all over their skin, like on their face. Like, if you woke up and you had sand all over your face, would you not brush it off first when you know the cameras are there? You know, production was like, leave that sand, leave it, leave it.
Well, once you're in the middle of your orgasm, it's to wonder what else is on your body, right?
I'm
Because it
just
looked
like,
like an orgy. You're right. It looked like an orgy. Like Missy looking all dazed and confused, and Elizabeth just
yeah.
she's that was the worst thing I'd ever been through.
Oh,
I'm like,
God.
oh, can't even figure out. There was so much rain.
I don't
With all the
understand what.
sand.
I,
Was it a sandstorm? Like, was it just regular water? Like, what?
well, no, it was regular water, but that's the part I don't understand. I don't understand why head to toe they were all covered in sand, especially if it was rain, because you would assume that the rain would wash the sand off of your face. I just don't understand. And then I was looking like, who has sand on their face versus who has sand on like other parts of their body.
Oh, sand.
Like, oh, I think I know
I
exactly
can't.
who
It's
was
so
with who last night.
sticky. I can't even get it off. It's so sticky.
On the island.
Sticky sand.
Lost in Kangaroo said they in the chat they went from Survivor to Naked and Afraid real quick.
Yeah, Naked and Afraid, the orgy finale. Yeah.
Right. Golden Hermit thought it was weird too. I agree. So, everyone's covered in sand, and then, we, like you said, Elizabeth is like, it's so cold, I can't handle it, I can't handle the rain. It's like, shut
Well,
up,
it always
Elizabeth.
reminds me of that one season. I forgot which player it was, of course, what season, because there's been, 39 seasons, where she's a blonde lady, she's older, and she's just like, you don't understand. Like, you guys see the rain for like 5 minutes, but we've been in it for 5 days, and it just cracks me up. I don't know.
I agree with that. I have tweeted out many times before in the past that, John, you and I, we both have dogs that we obviously have to walk in all sorts of weather. I always say I am outside for 3 minutes in the rain with an umbrella, and I'm like, screw this. I could never do Survivor. I'm like, I'm already wet. I'm annoyed. The wind's blowing. I got like some water on me. There's no way I could handle Survivor. Now, I'm also not walking my dog for $1 million. But I get it. If it's 5 days of straight rain, that must be horrific. She dealt with rain for like 4 hours. Get over it, Elizabeth.
Yeah, and the one woman I was talking about didn't even have sand on her face.
Yeah. So no orgy that season. So then we cut to like Nora, who is fine. She has been desanded. And she's like, what really gets my goat, everyone? What really gets my goat? That goat, Karishma. Karishma's a goat, and I don't mean greatest of all time. I mean like goat, like bad, that we're leading the slaughter goat. She's the worst. She literally does nothing, and I really need her to do something. Karishma, can you go grab some coconuts?
I know.
And then, go ahead. Be
listen.
Karishma looking for coconuts.
Well, it was those scenes were sad just before that. Karishma's looking defeated. She's not really helping out in camp. She's not even helping crack open those coconuts. She sleeps in the hammock all day. I guess she wasn't part of the Girl Alliance orgy sand party, because she had no sand on her face.
Right.
And so then you see Nora sitting there going, she doesn't do this, and she doesn't help, and I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm an intergalactic being, and if I would be doing all this, go get some coconuts. I just felt so sad for her,
But what I'm hearing from you is nobody invites Ratlip to the orgy. But here's the thing. I was looking for you to give me some Karishma looking for coconuts. Just how she was like, I'm gonna, okay, I'm gonna for the coconut over here. And then she would just pick up a coconut and throw it on the ground. She'd be like, I found a coconut
Well,
over here.
well, here's what was interesting. She shook it, so I don't know if there was any coconut milk in it. Is that what it
She
was?
wanted a genie to come out and give her a coconut wish.
I've never actually seen a coconut in person, so I have no idea.
I
For the
guess she's
step.
looking for the milk. I guess she wants the milk from the coconut. Oh,
The
if it's rotten.
juice, but then you can eat it too, right? Like if you split it open, you get the milk, and then you eat the coconut, right?
Well, Golden Hermit in the chat says if it's a rotten coconut, she would toss it. I agree with John here. I don't know that these coconuts are rotting that easily. And if you're on the beach starving, I'm sure you could make use of some part
I'm
of a
sure
coconut.
you can eat around the bad parts, right? You can eat around the bad parts.
Like, isn't
Like an avocado. You eat around the brown part.
Yeah, and
Figure it out.
isn't coconut like self-preserving? Like, don't people like put coconut in stuff to like make it last longer?
I don't know.
Interesting. Well, now, John, we have a wonderful opinion from an amazing Survivor player, because I'm losing my mind, Big Brother player. Jessica from Big Brother 21 is in chat, and she said she also looked sick. You typically shake coconuts to drink the water. Okay,
Yeah.
I hear you. I'm on board, Jessica, with this shaking of the coconut looking for the water. All I'm saying is, if I am dying and starving in the middle of the woods and I was just rained on all night, I would take a little rotten coconut.
Maybe the rain was so hard that it rotted some of the ones that were on the ground.
Maybe. So, I don't know what to say about that. So we then cut to Karishma. We then cut to our Karishma, who is now like, I just want to say I love my husband and I love my family and I think about that. My husband chose to be with me forever. And I just wanted to say that when I was cut to the bone 2 weeks ago, if my husband was here, he would have cared that I was cut to the bone and that I have a rat lip.
All right, so now I'm the nice one and I'm going to go. So we know a lot about Karishma. We know marriage wasn't that great.
Mm-hmm.
She's out here to explore and learn. Things aren't really going the way she's wanting them to. She is selling herself, but she is strong. She's a physical threat, but we're not seeing any of that.
Sure.
Now, yeah, but now we're kind of seeing it's starting to go a little full circle with her. Now she's like, you know what? I appreciate my husband. Yeah, I see some of the things I'm doing wrong. And now I'm like, you know what? He loves me unconditional, and I get that. If she discovers just that out here, I'm happy. I think that that's wonderful. But I think it's more wonderful that that production pointed and said, oh, look over there by that coconut. Look over there by that coconut.
Okay, so first I just want to say before we do that, I love it is so Karishma of you to say that Karishma coming full circle in this game is that she realized her husband loves her in the real world. That you're right, that is very Karishma full circle story arc. Great. And then correct. I love how that camera is like on the tree bar. So basically, Karishma had to be like standing up, and the cameraman bent down and like went over to the tree, and then Karishma's like, "What's under the tree? Is there something down there? What are you looking at?"
You can see her clean hand. Even the nails are clean. You can see the.
She's like, "Oh my God!"
Anything around camp, her nails are clean.
She's like, is the cameraman shoving his camera into that tree bark for a reason? Oh, Nigel.
Is that's not where the rats live, is it? No, just.
Wouldn't you think if you just had a rat family set up colony on your face, you would be a little bit more apprehensive to go sticking your hands in holes in the woods?
Well, you know, with the way her game's going, she needs to stick her hand in all the holes she can.
And to be fair, I was asking you, and we're gay, so gay people do a lot of things with holes in the woods. But,
I do it without even a prize at the end.
right. So, she finds an idol. We're all just like, oh, great. Karishma got an idol. Yay! And then...
I was so happy she got an idol. It woke her up. Thank goodness. Hello.
Oh,
Yay.
I mean, yes, I will say in that moment, I was like, if she really is going to do all the things that she's claiming she's going to do here, if she's going to flip the game and she's saying stuff like, you know, people think I'm a goat and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to show them I'm not a goat and I'm going to be surprising and shocking and blah, 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 then great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As we see, she didn't. But whatever. So she's coming. This was one of my favorite parts. So she's coming back like up the trail, and there is Nora, Tommy, and Lauren like at the well, and she goes, "Oh God, I realized I was gone for a long time," and all of a sudden decides to be like an amnesia patient. She's just like,
and there's no.
Who are you? Where am I? What's going on? Why are there cameras?
I fell and I have amnesia. Who are you? I was in a tree looking for coconuts.
I walked around the path. I walked around the path and then I'm back here at the not path. And everyone's just looking at her like, okay, we're going to call a doctor. Because you're acting insane. And we were there for the bone incident.
I'm fine if I could just get some water. Dirty water around here.
I loved her GR where she is like, you know, I couldn't have the doctor delay us. I couldn't have like the doctor delay what was going on or whatever. So I had to just be like, oh yes, I now feel better that I've had a sip of water. I'm all reoriented. So then she acted like the one sip of water cured her.
I would have let the doctor come and played the whole thing off to
get
Nora off my ass. I would have been like, yeah, I can't. I'm so lightheaded. I'd be like, are you a man or woman, Nora? I don't know who I am anymore. Yes, call the doctor. Call the doctor.
Even more than that, if you... See, here's where I feel like I would go like sick and twisted. If I would have known that they seriously believed that I needed a doctor and I was like in this disoriented state, I would have started painting targets. I would have been like, Dad, I don't know why I didn't listen to Nora when she told me that Tommy was going after Lauren. I should have listened, Dad. Oh, you not my dad?
Grandma,
I see the lights.
Grandma.
I see all the lights. I see all the lights and they're hitting my bones. And next time I want to be part of the orgy. So,
I want the sand. Sand on my face.
I was just like, whatever, Nora, great. It all sounded, Nora and great, and we're all believing it. I was like, just let's see what's going to happen. So then we go into this immunity idol where I really feel like production had this meeting where there was like, look, we can't just keep giving the idols to the, like, you know, the outcasts of the season.
Pointing to the idol.
We can't, like, we need to, it's not mixing the game up enough. We need to do something more. So Jeff is like, look, everyone, here's the deal. You're all going to go get on a beam and spin some balls around. But we're going to mix it up and we're going to put you into 2 random teams. I promise. The teams are totally going to be random.
My favorite was Janet.
Janet, this was like a jazzercise episode for Janet with this thing here. Everybody else just did it with their arms. Janet was getting her whole body. Janet was like, you know, like the avocado video? Shake the avocado, gut the avocado. Like that was Janet in this.
When I saw her, I'm like, oh yeah, she's not gonna laugh. But then you got Elaine just sitting there.
Yeah. Elaine couldn't be bothered. Oh my God. And I swear I almost lost it with Dan. when they were just like, Dan, Okay, get it started. And Dan like holds up the circle and is like, I'm like, oh my God, you're such a man. You are such a straight man, Dan.
Yeah.
He's like, circle, ball, hit it. I don't know.
Get the ball going. You know how to get balls going, don't you, Dan? Come on.
I don't think Dan likes balls.
He likes his own balls.
Well, yeah, he likes his own balls. So, Jeff is like, we're mixing this up. We're mixing this immunity up. We are splitting you guys into 2 teams. The winner of each team will get immunity. And, I mean, he tells this a few minutes later, but whoever is the winner of like the team, the last team standing, whoever is the winner for the team will get peanut butter and jelly for everyone at the end. So they're giving out 2 immunity idols. There's going to be 2 separate tribals. The team that wins gets to go to tribal second in case that will help their plan at all. And PB&Js for everyone. So this is like a lot of stuff thrown into this jazzercising. A lot of jazzercising happening.
Which Janet's old enough to know what that is, so she should have known how to do it better.
I mean, I don't know that putting your whole body into it is a bad idea. It seems like when the people who were struggling at this, they struggled because they were so still, and the first second they had to move their body, they lost it. So Janet has her whole body into it the whole time. She's doing it. She's got a whole body in there, and she's like, we're loving it and we're moving it.
Yeah, but she was having trouble moving forward.
Yeah,
because
well,
it's hard to change your dance step when you've got a rhythm going.
I think, and again, CBS, feel free to, do this and give us a cut of the money. I don't understand why when they are doing such simple challenges like these, why can't we not buy these somewhere? Like, why can we not buy this on CBS.com? I feel like this little ball circle thing would have been fun to have to actually do on the show. All of the challenges seem to be like we could do these at home. Which is a little underwhelming to me. But I still want to try it and see how hard that is. I still want to try it and see how hard it is. So
said the guy who can't go out and take his dog for a walk out.
Yeah, 2 seconds, too cold. So the teams were Missy, Tommy, Elaine, Elizabeth, Karishma, and then Dean, Dan, Lauren, Erin, Nora, and Janet. So, those were the 2 teams, and everybody keeps falling one by one, like right away. And people just going, of course, Karishma was out first. She was like, ooh, whoopsie, I'm out first. Just one by one, they all kept falling until it came down to being between Elaine versus Missy. And, wait, hold on. It's Elaine, Missy, and Nora. I forgot. Yes. How was I even going to skip my favorite part?
That.
This is like, I was going to skip my favorite part. So Nora wins it. Nora wins it for the purple team, screams, she's so excited, jumps right down. And the whole rest of the team goes, so you didn't want to get us PB&J?
She didn't even get it.
No.
At first. She just, I won.
I mean, in all honesty, I'm not living it, and I'm watching the edit, and I even completely forgot. I was like, yay, she won. She's jumped out. Like, it didn't even cross my mind, and I'm watching the edit where I just learned that information 30 seconds ago. So I don't really fault her for that. I would have forgotten too.
I honestly forgot as well.
Yeah, so I don't think we can be that mad at Nora, but I just thought it was very funny. She's like, oh, sorry. And everyone was like, because you don't want to get us peanut butter and jelly. And she's like, maybe they'll share.
Like, who cares, okay? It's just children's food, okay?
It's like peanut butter and jelly, and I'm like a moonchild astronaut entrepreneur.
Okay, I'm an intergalactic being. It's too simple for me.
Okay, I like deal with money and numbers, not peanut butter and jelly.
That's really not in the stars for me,
It's
but
not
for
here or
children.
there. It's not, I
So
don't want to be
yeah.
anywhere. I don't know where we're going to
Hmm.
go.
Yeah. You don't
Um,
want to. You don't want to get sand in that. It's gross.
Maria, yeah, I got sand and stuff last night though. Maria in GLBC in the chat says they all hate her anyway, so why would she help them out? I do agree. I wonder if there is part of Nora that did it on purpose. She could have been
But
like,
is that a
screw
way to
you.
get them to like you again?
Look, nobody in the history of Survivor that has ever taken people to a food challenge has that ever been the thing that won them the game. It's only been the thing that has lost people the game because other tribe members feel like that bought you favor with people, it bought you jury votes, therefore you now have a target, we're getting you out.
But this is different. You're
No,
on
I
different
agree.
teams. She's not.
It's
She's
not
not
picking.
picking
I
people, so
agree.
she could have won it for her team, and it could have been like, yeah, okay, we'll keep her around. She actually can win a challenge,
Yeah.
right?
No, I do agree. I do agree on that aspect. So it comes down to Elaine versus Missy, and Elaine wins it. Our little Elaine is like, I got this. I'm gonna get her, and I got her good, and I won.
People don't know how good with balls I am, and rings, and balls with rings. So look out! Look out for the redneck girl.
You might have heard that I was a lesbian and that lesbians don't like balls, but surprise! I'm great with balls, y'all.
I got a knack for balls, y'all.
I can spin balls around the big hole with the best of them. I just like Jilly Bean says, finally a redneck game. Yeah, maybe she was better at that. Is that a game that they play a lot in the South? I don't know. I never played that.
I don't know, but yeah, I was really like, oh my gosh, because we saw the shot where Missy was doing fine, and then she was struggling a little bit and kept saving it, saving it, saving it, and then there was Elaine like, huh?
Right.
Are we still playing the game, Jeff? You're not calling my name. You're not calling Karishma's name. She must be out. We still playing the game.
And can I have a hug? Because I don't know, something about these balls made me love balls all of a sudden. So I want to
It
hug
was
you.
it was a temporary condition. It's now gone. I'm back to fish.
I just don't get why they were all like, and Nora was so like creepy businesswoman about it. Nora was like, Jeff, thank you for the immunity, a necklace, but I just want to hug you, okay? She was like very like, I just want to hug you one time before I walk away, okay? And he's like, okay. And then Elaine's like, I don't want to be the only one that's not hugging people, Jess. Let me just hug on you, okay? Great.
I want a hug and a kiss, Jeff. So look at that, Nora.
And I don't even like penis.
A cheek's a cheek. A cheek's a cheek.
Cheek's a cheek. A cheek's a cheek. So I just love it. I thought it was so weird, and I'm like, I don't get the whole everyone's hugging. But in all honesty, I was thrilled for Elaine. I do love Elaine. I think she plays stupid brilliantly. I think she really is going through this game like, I don't know what's happening at all. And she knows
Am
everything.
I in the top 3 already? How many days have I been here?
Am I about to steal your $1 million? Yes, I am.
Oh, little old me. I'm just from a little place in the middle of nowhere.
I love it. I really hope Elaine wins. I really have to say, I really hope Elaine wins. So Jeff then goes, congratulations to the winners. Congratulations, Nora. You're the winner for your team. Unfortunately, you're an idiot and didn't stay on. So you have to go to the old Lyro camp. You guys are going to go to tribal first. Elaine, take your winners back to your tribe. And you guys have peanut butter and jelly. And we'll see you at tribal after them. So we go back to old Lyro camp and we find out all of a sudden everyone wants to get rid of Aaron because he does not have the immunity, necklace. Do you think that is smart overall for their team?
Well, absolutely. I mean, again, poor Karishma is an easy vote. If you get her out, there's no blood on anybody's hands. Unfortunately, when you do, she's going to be a juror.
Mm-hmm.
And if she just doesn't like you, like, Missy,
Mhm.
then yeah, there's going to be an issue. But is it really an issue? She hasn't really played much of a game. Where now is the time to get a gigantic threat out of the game. Absolutely.
It is. And they kind of go around to everybody there and they're like, look, I know originally that we were thinking, let's go ahead and get out Janet. But now it seems like Aaron is probably the better play here. Probably is the better play for us to do. And Janet's like, I don't know what happened. I was going home and it was unanimous vote. And now all of a sudden I'm just saying, I don't even know. And it's just so incredible. Jessica, we should listen to her because she is playing these CBS games. Jessica says it's absolutely smart. I love that they want to take out a big threat. You know how I feel about that. We know. I should also say you guys can check out our interview with Jessica here on TV Co. or on our website, yourrealityrecaps.com/bb21 and see what Jessica thinks about her game as well. You can check out that interview. Yeah, it's just, I agree. Getting out Aaron seems to be the good move, but then something happened, John, that I needed to take a breath. I gasped. I gay gasped. I literally went, and that's hard for me because I can't hear out of this ear. When my boyfriend, Dean, all of a sudden banged the two rocks in his head, like back and forth, it made a spark, and he went, oh no, I have a plan that if Aaron goes, then I'll be next. And I went, you are right, Dean. If Aaron does go, you probably will be. I just tell everybody. Yes, Dean, tell everybody. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
but you also have to understand too, Dean, that, you're not going to stay in these two separate teams. It's just this one time. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I did agree with I agreed with Dean, but what is he going to do? And at least he went about it the smart way. Like, he went to Dan. I thought he was going to go right to Dan and flat out be like, everybody wants to get out Aaron. I don't want to get out Aaron. Let's work together. He tried to play it as like, is this really the smartest move for us as a team? Like, what is going to happen with the girls if Aaron's not here? And is this the smartest? And then maybe we'll be targets. And look, I'm going to do what everybody wants because I know, but I'm not sure. So then we cut to Dan, who's like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I'm not sure which way we're going to go.
Right.
And that was kind of the overall consensus, was he's not sure which way he's going to go. So then we cut to the other tribe, and we see some really smart gameplay here from Missy. So Missy is now talking to Lauren, and Missy is like, look, Tommy's obviously the biggest threat. Why are we going to burn a vote on Karishma? Yes, we've been saying Karishma every day, every week, this whole show. We're all going to go for Karishma. I would rather drag her to the end. No one's giving her $1 million. It would be, we only need one more vote. 3 votes, send someone out. We know that me and you, Missy and Elizabeth, are going to vote together. If we just pull Karishma over, we have the 3 votes. Let's send out a strong guy. We're in control of the game. I thought it was a brilliant plan.
I thought it was brilliant. I'm also kind of rooting for kind of a girls' alliance as well, even though we already had the alliance conversation a few episodes back, but still, I'm liking the girl thing. But what I started noticing, and especially it was really apparent with Karishma, how Missy does talk to people. She talks at people. She doesn't talk with people.
I mean, look, personally, I disagree with that. I don't like Missy for other reasons. I don't really have a problem with the way Missy communicates. Like, so for example, let's talk about this conversation, because I would have been Missy. I wouldn't have been able to control my face at all. She basically went up to Karishma and was like, hey, Karishma, you know how everybody wants you out? I have come up with a plan to save you and help you win $1 million.
Oh! That is so kind of you. You've never spoken to me. Anytime you do, you've said bad things about me. Guess what? Bad, not a go.
I don't care, dum-dum. You have a 1 in 8 chance at $1 million.
You need to check yourself. I'm going to give you a moment you're here and I need you here.
A
I'm gonna
moment
give you
for
a moment to
what?
calm down a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay. Here's what I'm
Uh,
going to do. I'm going to go get on board with
bye,
everyone who wants to
bye,
vote you out, okay?
bye, bye, bye. I don't.
Bye.
I'll be back. Bye.
Bye. I'm just going to go get on board with everyone that wants to vote you out.
No.
No, don't get me wrong. I agree. There have been situations in the past where I have not liked how Missy has like spoken to people and whatever. There was nothing wrong from what we saw in that edit in the way Missy approached Karishma. Missy was just like, "Come here. I want to tell you something. I have a really good plan. It's really exciting. We just need your vote
No.
and we can save you." And she's like,
Okay,
"I'm not
so
talking to you."
Well, Karishma got a little power hungry with her idol,
Yeah.
but then she turned it around. Okay, I gotta get into I'm an injury attorney mode. I gotta look at the facts. I'm in a courtroom. Okay, I gotta look at both sides. I'm an injury attorney. So when she went back to Missy, she's like, yes, I totally agree. I know what you're saying. I think that's a great plan. And then Missy takes it a step farther. All right, so at Tribal Council, I'm going to say that you're the most disgusting person I've ever met. I could never work for you. I don't know where your head is on this planet. But we're just kidding, right? We're just going to say that, just so no one knows. Okay? Is it okay?
Because
Okay?
you know how much reality TV shows and producers love when you self-edit and produce your own storylines. You know they won't ever actively work against you when you try and control your edit.
Listen, she's an attorney.
I just love when Karishma walked away and she's like, "Nah, I'm not hearing you. I don't care that you're trying to help me and not being rude anyway. I'm not listening. I'm walking away."
Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand.
I wanted her to turn around and then I wanted her to like take 3 steps and go, "Salino and Barnes, accident attorneys, 1-800-3337. Like, you can call me at my office. I'm an injury attorney." I was just like, what? I was Missy. I was just dumbfounded in Karishma's reaction. Now, here's the thing. We have watched this whole entire season that we do not have the whole edit. They are leaving giant gaps out. So honestly, I probably am on Karishma's side here. There probably was some horrific thing that happened that they just didn't show us. But the conversation they showed us, I did not feel warranted Karishma's reaction of, "La la la, I'm not hearing you."
Yeah, but and I agree with you. And I think we only see part of the conversation. But, when Missy's talking at her and it's like, oh, now you want to play a game with me because, now Karishma, she had a little more confidence because she's got that idol now. And to be like, and what satisfaction it must have been to be like, no, I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you later. And to see Missy's face was so funny because Missy has been playing the game. She has been doing phenomenal. And I'm thinking people really start seeing all the little alliances and little strings that she's pulling. Oh, and now you want me to isn't that sweet of you to let me participate?
Survivor.
My wig.
Jessica also said Survivor needs live feeds. Yeah, we would love any information.
Yes, Jessica.
I don't even need live feeds. I would just like, all the information. I would just like not edits that leave out everything.
I'd like to go back to Island of the Idols, which is what the season's called. Both tribal councils are like, oh, that's right, Sandra and Rob.
Next week, we'll get there in a minute. So, Karishma walks away going, "I'm talking to everybody, I'm talking to everybody, I'm talking to everybody right now, I'm talking to everybody right now, and you can't stop me." So she goes right to Elaine, and Elaine's like, "Ha? Karishma?" And she's
Are
like,
you about to cry, girl? You look real sad.
And then I love in Elaine's little diary room. She's like, "Here's the thing, America. I'm cute as a button, and I can tell that mean Missy is being mean to Karishma, so I'm gonna butter her up like extra toast. It's gonna be nice.
She's mean, she's mean, bad, mean.
So mean, I'm gonna be so nice. I'm gonna kiss her, I'm gonna love her, I'm gonna slather her up with some butter, I'm gonna eat her, and gonna make her my friend." I'm
I'm
gonna get
gonna
Tommy.
get a ring and I'm gonna toss it around.
Because I'm good at flinging balls. So Karishma tells Elaine the Tommy plan. Of course, Elaine goes and tells Tommy. And now all of a sudden, Tommy's like, I was best friends with her all season, and that Missy is a bully. And I was like, oh, really? Let me think back to the 0 times you talked game with Karishma. You loved Karishma and were including her all season? I guess we missed it.
I just really liked how she could tell when there was a dead coconut and a rotten coconut and a good coconut. Like the way she laid the hammock and the sand in her hair. Yeah, I don't know where that was either.
Some people don't like rat lip, but I love rat lip. Yeah, Tommy is, not really doing it for me. So Elaine tells Tommy, and Tommy, basically says, Missy and Elizabeth are bullying Karishma. We need to get her on our side. Then I love how it cuts to Tommy and Karishma talking, and Tommy, looks at Karishma, and he goes, and Karishma goes, she couldn't wink. There's an entire scene of Karishma trying to wink back at Tommy, where I'm pretty sure the whole tribe saw it.
She's got an infection on her lips.
She's just like...
but they didn't say anything. It was just sitting there.
Just winking. Tommy is like, normally I would make fun of this, but I can't bully you anymore because now I'm saying I'm anti-bullying you.
Well, they say if you can't say anything nice, wink.
Then wink awkwardly. So I'm just like, oh, I don't get it. I don't get it. It was absolutely ridiculous. So then we flip back to the other tribe for 1 second where everybody is like, obviously it's gonna be Aaron. Where I feel like this is that thing where Survivor does every week up until this point. They've been telling us it's gonna be this person, and then they flip it last second and it's not. So they think that they're gonna try and trick us this week, and I'm like, you're not tricking us. There's no way they're not sending out Aaron. They'd never do it. They're gonna go for, the bigger player here. So group 1 goes in to vote. Of course, it's Aaron, Dean, Dan, Lauren, Aaron, Nora, Janet.
Now, the thing that I thought was weird about Aaron's little speech is, yes, I don't have the immunity necklace, but I this is really gonna show me where I stand in my alliance. When you're sitting in jury, you don't have a strong alliance. I couldn't understand. It was said a couple times, and I'm like, really? That's your answer?
And not only that, he literally gave them an out. I would just think from a psychological standpoint, you would not want to even utter the words out loud. Well, they could go write my name down right now. No, why would you say that?
Why would you say that? Be like, I love you guys. Oh, we're going to keep it strong, and I can't wait. All the people in my alliance, not you, Karishma. All the people.
It was very, I did like how Rob, and I noticed too, Rob, and it's making me question. I love how Rob was up in the box and went, oh, look at Gene. Gene is rolling up his sleeves and showing his muscles. And I was like, yes, he is showing. Does he do that all the time? I guess. Well, Rob's been noticing. I love his muscles.
There he's doing it again.
There we go. He's got the muscles.
But what was weird is that's not even a correct shirt to do it with, right?
No, he's Dean. He's not smart. He got distracted. Dean is literally like, oh, shiny.
I got so nervous. I got to show my muscles.
It's not even that deep. You went way too far.
If Aaron goes, I'm next, and I'm just gonna put this camouflage on and not show. Oh, I am showing my muscles. I don't understand.
No, he's so weird. He's just like a delicious little Labrador retriever. I don't think he knows what's going on from 1 minute to the next. Did you ever notice how he doesn't wear shoes? He is also the only person who shows up to every tribal barefoot.
Why?
I don't know, because he's stupid.
He has like a pain fetish or something. There's something there.
Oh, he's done. He is so perfectly stupid and hot. It's like my favorite. He is the
It's like that's your
perfect
favorite.
combination of dumb and hot. But then apparently not dumb because he has some amazing job in New York City. So not that stupid, I
Hope
guess.
it's not puzzles.
No, it's like accounting. He's like, I don't get it. He's an enigma to me. I don't understand him.
I
Anyway.
want to see him with like a pencil in his mouth and rolled up sleeves with a calculator.
Oh, I want to see him with something in his mouth. So, so the votes come out. So Janet's like, let's just vote. Like, let's just vote already.
Let's just vote.
And Janet's like, I made some pitches. Let's just vote. So the votes come out. One for Janet, which we knew obviously was.
Jeff says, anybody have an idol? And Karishma didn't play hers.
Oh yeah. That's that's not yet.
That's when I knew Aaron was going. Oh, sorry.
That's the next tribe, Precious. We're on group 1 first. So the votes go out. Janet, Aaron is, he's the one that did that. And then obviously all the rest of the votes are for Aaron. And this is the part that floors me. So Aaron gets voted out. And I do love how he's just like, oh, well, I guess I'm going home. All right, let's go over to the fire. Hey, Jeff, okay, put out my fire. Good game, everybody. Anyway, and then it's like goes right. Well, then Jeff is like, no, you're not leaving. You're going to go sit with the jury. Then it cuts to his confessional, and he really is like, oh, well, surprise it didn't happen earlier. Great game move by them. Anyway, great game.
I know. He was so different in his confessional than he was on there. He didn't say good luck everyone trying to walk off. No, come back to jury. He was so blindsided, I think, that it was just in shock.
But even if all season, we have watched him be so arrogant in every confessional where he has just been like, I'm winning, I'm controlling this game, I know everything that's happening, who's going home is who I want to go home, everything's happening, women suck, down with women are the worst. Oh, did that make the edit? I'm sorry, women, I'm back, and now he doesn't care anymore. I don't understand him. I
think he had a brief, had to watch a screen with a diversity PowerPoint and had to pass a little quiz before he could do his
Are men better than women? Yes or no? And he's like, oh, it was a hard one.
Everyone's equal. Okay, good. Oh, good job.
But everyone
who's equal.
Do you guys see how big I am? Like, I have muscles. So, can I be equal to, a non-muscle person? So, then we cut to, group 2 now comes in. Group 2 sees that Aaron is sitting there. People like Missy and Elizabeth who are working with him. Elizabeth is like, and then Jeff is like, I can tell you are upset, Elizabeth. Oh, really? Is Elizabeth being overdramatic about something again, Jeff?
Well, what I thought was interesting about that is, of course, we see Missy and Karishma going back and forth, and they just not seeing eye to eye, whatever, and she's a goat. Missy starts her whole plan with, we don't really like each other, and this and that. Elizabeth jumps in, yeah, but she'd be good if she's part of the alliance. Mm-hmm. And was backtracking everything Missy was trying to do as far as to keep them like they weren't working together, even though they kind of were. So I thought that was a weird little thing too.
I feel like the body language, I was not buying it as fake as all. I think the second Jeff was like, Karishma, did something happen with you and Missy? And then Karishma's like, yes, Missy and I fought. And then Missy is like, I don't appreciate her labeling me as a bully. Like, you're saying these other people went out of the game because they were smart or strategic or outplayed. But you're saying I should go home because I'm a bully. I mean, it was clear to me this was not planned because the plan was Missy's going to attack Karishma. Karishma is putting everything bad on Missy because I think Karishma has a little evil streak in her and I love it.
No, I think so too. And do I think Missy's a bully? No.
No, I don't think Missy's a bully either. So basically, Jeff is like, so Elaine, what do we do? And Elaine's like, gee gosh, I just don't know what's going on. I mean, basically there are two people together. I mean, I don't think there's two people together. Obviously, all one tribe, so I don't know what's going on. Why don't we just vote?
And Jeff, what day is it? Am I still here? What is going on? Is it almost over?
Don't pin me down, Jeff. Don't pin me down unless you're a pretty lesbian. So I'm just like, okay. And then Missy is like, excuse me, Jeff? I would just like to, say one thing first. And Jeff's like, okay. And she goes, I want you to know that I love you, but last week, 2 African Americans won Immunity Idols, and I don't feel that you gave it... Together. And she's like, and I don't feel that you gave it the attention it deserved. And now I have to say, I am on her side here, because as we know, I think that Jeff is sexist, and I think he does not value female players at all as much as male players in the game, period. However, I kind of agreed, or I thought that Jeff, I wouldn't say agreed, I thought Jeff handled his answer to that well, because I see his point when he was saying, how should I have handled that? If I would have said, oh my God, 2 African American people both won an immunity idol, everybody would have attacked me and been like, what? You don't think they can win an immunity idol? To which my answer, Jeff, would have been, yes, you do it because you do the right thing. If the right thing is that you want to congratulate and say, this is amazing, we've never had this happen on Survivor before, but you thought, ooh, I don't want people to be upset with me if I do that, you just do the right thing, Jeff.
But how many times have we had in all 39 seasons 2 people win immunity at the same time? There hasn't been a whole lot of
Not
seasons.
A whole lot, no. No.
Yeah.
But that wasn't her point.
In one of those, they say, oh my gosh, 2 immunity necklaces and one was a girl.
No, I get it.
Yeah. I mean, I get what she was saying too, but we all saw it and it was amazing. But how does he say it being white?
Right. I get that it must be hard for him to do that being white, but then I just say you default to doing the thing that you know is correct in your heart. Because again, his answer was not, I felt uncomfortable. It was, I didn't want people attacking me for doing it. For doing the right thing? Again, you could just give a shout out. Like, in other words, Jeff all the time points out whatever the history-making moments are in Survivor. Or whatever, when something new happens that has never happened before, point out that this is something that never happened before and is amazing in the way you would point out anything that has never happened before and is amazing. If 2 gay people won it, be like, great, it's the first time 2 gay guys have ever won it. It's the first time we ever had a sand orgy.
They're not as dumb as we think, or they're more physical than we think, because look, 2 gay men did it.
Right, yeah, I mean, it is, I would be interested to know what people say in the comments below, for this. He didn't say it last week because he was dealing with Creepier Dan and your false accusations, Missy, says Miss Jenny Towley. Interesting. Look, at the end of the day, I'm never going to be on Jeff's sides with anything because I feel he's a very misogynistic and, I mean, I don't really get racist from him, but we have seen a million times where he will favor a male player over a female player every single time. So whatever. I think it is great that Missy pointed out, and I also agree with Jeff in that aspect of, it is great that you brought it up, Missy, because basically Jeff was saying, I was scared to say it, so thank you, a woman.
Well, I think it's great that she brought it up. I think that was the most appropriate thing, and for him to say, yeah, I didn't know how to do it. People are taking things all kinds of ways. We just got back from Touchy Dan situation. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, look, I still haven't forgot Missy from last week, and this is why it is hard for me to 100% be on Missy's side with anything either. You use sexual assault to try and further your game, Missy, so I have, like a slight problem with that. But I'm going to side with you as a woman over Jeff any day. whatever. The whole entire thing, I don't think any of us kind of saw that. That was like kind of a blind side there. And then Jeff starts reading the votes. We know it's coming down to Karishma, so we have 2 of the votes.
And Karishma didn't play her idol, feeling comfortable enough.
Right, Karishma clearly
I'm
feeling...
finally on the right tribal council.
Yes, you're on the right tribal. So she doesn't play it, right? I mean, I think that does say a lot. Like you said, she feels comfortable enough. Do we think it's her really feeling comfortable enough, or do we think she just isn't that smart?
Maybe she thought it was a coconut.
Maybe my idol turned into a coconut.
Jeff, did you say coconut?
I'm going bananas. You put the lime in the coconut, Jeff. So it comes down, we find out, of course, Missy sides with Tommy and Lauren and votes out Missy, to which then we see Missy also having this super weird reaction. She just jumps right up and right away she's like, who did it? Who did it? Who's the one? Who betrayed me? Elaine then stands up and is like, it was me. And Missy's like, I'll kill you.
That was me.
She's like, I'm gonna kill you. I will kill you and your whole family. Elaine's just like, I'm so sorry, Skein Girl. It's a Skein Girl.
Me.
I'm just like, what is going on? And then Missy turns to Elizabeth and she's like, I love you so much. Kill Elaine. Kill her slowly and painfully. Peel her skin from her body. And I was like, what the fuck, Missy? What's going on right now? It's about the power of Christ compels you and throw some hole in it. It's like, do it slow. Kill her slow.
Weirdest, creepiest thing.
I don't know why people aren't talking more about this than the what's-her-name who was like, I wouldn't pee on you if you were on fire in her tribal speech. I thought this was like right up there with I wouldn't pee on you if you were on fire. I was just like,
I agree with you.
Wow.
Was shocked.
I was just like, I cannot believe. And then Missy also, though, like after she gets those 2 minutes out, Missy's totally fine too. She's like, all right, guys, I'm out. Oh, Jeff, come on, bro. Don't do it. No, don't put my no, you can't put it out.
Good job,
no,
guys.
Don't,
you did it. You got me out. Well, it's not as worse as a brain tumor.
I was just like, what is happening? Everybody all of a sudden is fine. Like, you were 6 places away from $1 million. I think.
Oh, it's just the diversity PowerPoint? Okay. Okay. Good job, everyone. Thanks a lot. It was like Stepford Wives, when they change and they get...
Yeah. It was like...
they get nice and pleasant and they're acting correctly. Thanks, everyone. It was just a game.
Her and Aaron both had complete personality transplants once they were voted off. It is as if those scenes were reshot.
Oh, totally.
I'm just like, what is going on? You guys are so fine. Like, nobody's bitter. It's like, okay, well, everything's great. I'm ready to award someone $1 million.
If like the diversity coach is maybe African American and kind of stepped in and said, listen, you guys are role models for African Americans. You need to shape it up. Shape it up.
Well, I mean, I would say they have been the ones who have been kind of getting shit on a little bit this season, so I wouldn't say they need to be the ones shaping it up this season. Yes, Missy I don't really agree with, but I think overall people like Jamal have been a target for no reason other than it seems like the color of his... there's a lot of that happening this season as well. Although the jury is starting to look a little bit like Camp Comeback. No, I agree. It is, but, Jeff doesn't care. He doesn't know how to talk about it. It's hard, guys. So he'll just let the editors do it. Now, once again, John, I feel like this happens. We have a week where you and I have this complaint about the show, and then the following week, they address it. So now we see on the coming attraction for next week, all of a sudden, Rob and Sandra are hanging out in their hotel. Oh, now they're like in the upper suite quadrant of their hotel. Now they're going to be residing in the hotel next week, John. Not the hotel, their mansion. They're like up on the thing, and Sandra's like, ooh, mean strawberries on our little lanai that you made us. I'm just like, oh my God, we said that this thing is not showing up, and now it's in the edit again.
I'm more so excited for it. I can't wait. I'm just going to hit record here.
Well, John, we need to not hit record, but we need to hit you on out of here so we can do our draft game. But before I let you go, remind the people where they can see you on social media, John.
Everywhere at Comedy Jonah.
Thank you so much, John Richardson. Now, next week, everyone, as John pointed out, is Thanksgiving. Obviously, we will not be having a Survivor show on Thanksgiving, so we will probably, I guess we're going to do it the next day, which would be Friday. Yeah. We will do it at the same time. I mean, they're not canceling Survivor. Is Survivor taking a week off? I don't know. These are things we need to look into, but I will let you all know. We will tweet it. I will let you guys know. Of course, I'm live every single day, so we have lots of times to discuss. But John and I will be back next week after Survivor to talk again. Thanks so much, John. I will see you later.
Everybody.
Bye, John.
Bye, everybody.
Actually, I'm going to wrap this show up before we start the draft game. So just let me remind everyone again, if you've missed any of our previous shows for Survivor, you can check them all out at yourrealityrecaps.com/Survivor. And how amazing was it that we had Jessica from Big Brother hanging out with us this whole entire show? I should also say, if you want to see all of our interviews with all of the BB House guests, that's up on our website too, yourrealityrecaps.com/BB21. Check out all of our content from the entire season. There's, easily over 100 shows, but probably about 20-something house guest shows and exit interviews and stuff, which are really fun. So check them out. Check out all of the content on our website. We cover Bravo shows. We cover The Amazing Race, RuPaul's Drag Race, tons of content on our website. Check it out, or wherever you are getting your favorite shows or downloads or podcasts from. Of course, you could have been talking with Jessica live and playing the draft game with us right now, winning cash, if you were watching us do this show live. So make sure you follow us. yourrealityrecaps.com/TVCo will bring you to the TVCo website. You can follow us there. Make sure that you download the app. You get to hang out, watch live, participate in the chat, win prizes, see other people's shows with your favorite reality TV stars. It is a lot of fun, so make sure you guys do that. Of course, if you want to help support our shows, yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. You get to see those after shows with the house guests, where we can talk about the stuff we can't talk about publicly. You also get access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways just for patrons, weekly shows just for patrons. It's a great way to help support us and get some exclusive content. Patrons have known what's happening in January for a long time. Oh, Julie's trolling, not us. You could also go to yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal and do a one-time donation. I really appreciate those of you that have done that. Of course, you can also start all of your holiday shopping at yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon. You don't pay any more. Black Friday is coming up. You guys are going to be up all night, so get there, use our link. You don't pay any more, and it really helps support our shows. And again, finally, sharing our content, thumbsing up and subscribing on YouTube, leaving comments on our website, on YouTube, in your favorite social media apps. Great free ways to help support our shows. Tell your family and friends about them this holiday season, or don't. Just take their phone and add us in like podcast apps and follow us on their YouTubes. I don't care. Go ahead, just do it. Download TVCo on their thing, put the notifications on. They'll be like, ooh, who's this kid? Ooh, we love him. Just spread the word. You guys truly are our best advocates, and without your guys' financial support and the sharing of these shows, we cannot keep them going into the new year. So we really, really appreciate all of your support. Until next week's show or tomorrow's show, I am live every single day of the week, either here on TV Co or YouNow. So make sure you're also following us over on YouNow, yourrealityrecaps.com/YouNow. I am live there every single day, 2 times a day when I am on Twitch. I am on Twitch and YouNow and here on TV Co. That would be 3 places I am live in a day. I'm losing my mind. That being said, I will see you guys on the next show or later tonight if you're coming to our YouNow show or our late Twitch show. See you there. Bye for now, everybody. Bye.